key?
Yes. Today we're removing the stereo from a 2002 Ford Thunderbird. We're going to start by inserting the key in the ignition, setting the parking brake, and shifting to a lower gear. This is going to give us a little more room here. We're going to pry this bottom panel down at the very bottom of the dash. It has clips that go in this way and some that go straight down. And it releases the two clips that go into the openings here and up here. We have a couple of additions to make to the original removal process of this. We've noticed that if you do have these bottom controls, it is good to pry against the edges along the front here and pop this panel up a little bit here. This will give some play with along the front edge of this panel down here when it comes to removing it up out, and more space for the connectors that are connected to the seat warmers. Also, we had a very peculiar problem that we realized today that we've seen several times without knowing it. But when we just removed the radio and we put it back in the dash here, we noticed that the AC would turn on and work but would not blow cold air. We tried disconnecting the air conditioner controls again. We tried this with the ignition on. We tried this with the ignition off. We disconnected the battery. We restarted the car. We disconnected the AC control again, removed power from it, let it set a few minutes, pushed the remote to arm and disarm the vehicle, got back in the vehicle, connected the AC controls back up, and now we are blowing cool air. There is some glitch or something there in the communication between the AC and the AC control panel. Don't know what we did to straighten that out. Hopefully we can get some help with that once you get through this process as well. Maybe you have a problem with your AC and figure that one out. Please let us know. Thank you for watching. And we're going to remove one screw at the bottom right here. This is looks about like a 7mm. And one to the left as well. We have the stereo in the shop for the CD changer not working. Very common problem. However, we did try the reset on this first before attempting to remove it from the dash here. I'm going to pull this panel back. This one, there we go. Pull this back, and we're going to pull this off to the side and keep it out of the way. We don't need to disconnect that. But we tried the reset on this first. And there is a 3/8 screw underneath the AC controls here on the right. And the reset was disconnect the battery for about 5 or 10 minutes and then hook it back up, and the CD mechanism can cycle and sometimes bring it back to working. We have a second screw here on the bottom left. Since the reset didn't work and bring the CD changer back, we're taking it out and we're going to put it in on the bench up in the shop here. Next, we're going to move up to the AC vents. We're going to pry along the edge of the AC vents. This will release clips, and usually pry pressure releases the clips. And this is going to give access to two more screws. One here on the top right. This is your 3/8 screw again.
8mm.
Excuse me, 8mm. And here on the left as well, 8mm. Now we're going to grab the top and bottom of the stereo and pull it from the dash. There's going to be quite a few connectors here on the back. And we're going to start with the antenna. We're going to grasp that cable and pull it up. That one releases real simply. We have 3 more connectors here on the radio. They all have triggers, and the connectors are all keyed, so they only fit one spot. And to remove these connectors, this is the top of them. Here, you push this trigger down in the center, down towards the connector, and this little trigger on it releases, and you can pull this out. Again, the same for this one. The trigger's here in the center, and for the other small one here, it's here in the center. And again, we're going to move to the AC controls. This one has 2 connectors. Again, 2 gray connectors as well, with triggers here at the back, and when you squeeze that down in, it releases them. All these connectors again are keyed. They're all different, so you don't need to label them to see where they go. And this is how you remove the stereo from a 2002 Ford Thunderbird. Hope this video has been helpful, and thank you for watching. See our other videos at carstereohelp.com, along with our repair rates and help with do-it-yourself repairs. Thank you.